Hey everybody, I'm Fox with FoxeoGames, and this is a Fox first scent of Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. This is an exclusive game to the Wii U, and forever will be, I'm sure of that, given that Monolith Soft, the developers of Xenoblade Chronicles X, and the original Xenoblade on the Wii, they are actually a subsidiary of Nintendo. So essentially what that means in layman's terms is that Nintendo owns the developer of Xenoblade Chronicles X. This is New Las Vegas. It is basically, it's a portion of the habitat ring that crash landed from a ship known as the White Whale, which left Earth after a battle ensued over on top of Earth between two unknown alien species, where Earth was caught in the crossfire. Earth was collateral damage, was pretty much destroyed, and I think only about 2 ships made it off the planet. They made it to this new planet, which they've deemed Mira. This is Primordia, which is a portion of Mira. Essentially, everywhere you can look, you can go. You can swim in the water, you can fly up in the air when you later get a mech or a gear known as skells in this game. They were called dolls in the Japanese version. There are just tons of massive creatures, lots of wildlife. There's an alien species on this planet that seems determined to kill humankind. And if you turn around and look on certain portions of New Las Vegas here, you'll actually see the insignia in the flag for the United States of America, legit, like straight up. So they're clearly basing it on a alternate reality version of the real US, although the characters, if you look at them up close, do look a little bit like anime characters, you know, unusual hair colors and things like that. This is a character I built. You can basically make a male or female protagonist, and then you can choose a voice actor or voice actress. Interestingly enough, they actually gave me the option of seeing, or they actually show you every single voice actor or actress's name next to it. Like, usually they just have, like, voice 1, voice 2. No, it literally said Karina Reeves, who's my favorite voice actress, by the way, so I selected her. I've never seen a game do that, tell you who the voice actress is. This is going to be a really, really super easy enemy to kill because it's level 7, and we are level 17. But I'll take it down, just show you that the combat is very much like, kind of like a live-action cross between a JRPG and an MMO. You select from your cooldown abilities down here, and then you can position yourself live during the battle, and let's get started. You want to see what it's like? Here we go. Bam. Alright. You can have up to 4 party members with another one that tags along that doesn't actually participate in battle. We have 3 with a tag-along. Right now we're doing some side quests because we're waiting for a critical quest to complete. I'm doing an affinity quest, and as long as the affinity quest is incomplete, we still cannot take any other quests, no affinity quests or main storyline quests. So we're essentially basically stuck waiting for this affinity quest to complete, and at this portion of the quest, all you can do is wait for your mining probes to go ahead and pick up some items that you need to complete it. These are items you can collect throughout the game world, and then you put them in a collectopedia. There's a ton to do in this game. It is a massive, mostly open world game with tons of things to do. Oh look, we found some new items. Alright, we completed that, so that gives us a Granada Medium female. Alright, and this is going to give us something special. Nice, 2 battle points. You can upgrade your characters, you can choose classes. I mean, there's a lot going on in this game. If you've ever played Xenoblade Chronicles, you knew that that game was massive in terms of the world. This one's larger. This one, I've heard, is larger than Fallout 4 and Skyrim combined. It would not surprise me, because even just the main world of Primordia is huge. I would like to show you the full map, but actually, here's one of the catches with this game. It is mandatory to make use of the tablet controller. I am playing with the Wii U Pro controller right now. However, in order to fast travel, use greetings, switch out probes, and do all sorts of things, you must use the tablet controller, unfortunately. There is no fall damage, so you can kind of jump around and go way up high on top of a mountain and then jump down from it and just land and not have to worry about taking any fall damage. Xenoblade Chronicles did have fall damage. That was a Wii exclusive. 22, we're not going to bother with that guy. This is a probe that I've planted. We can change probes from research, mining probes, upgraded mining probes. There's a lot to do. As you discover areas, you get experience points. You get also battle points, and all that goes into customizing your characters. Let me just show you my character here. I named her Xiaomei after the cat girl from Shining Hearts. As you can see here, I got some stats. There's a lot going on here. Equipment can be upgraded. You have what are called soul voices, where your character voices something and it gives you different effects based on the situation, and you can choose those, you can customize them. It's rather incredible. The arts are your abilities that you have on your, basically your hotbar while you're in battle. You do have to choose which ones you want, because if you take a look at the arts list, you've only got 8 to put on your bar, but you'll get a whole lot more than 8. As you can see, these are ones I'll get in the future here. And these all depend on your class. Now, these are skills, which also are based on class and whatnot. These are very limited in how many you can choose. I've got quite a lot, and I can only choose 2. You can also upgrade those, just like you can upgrade your arts. And those are all, like I said, based on your class. I started as a drifter. I moved into the striker specification, then further specified into samurai gunner, and then after that I'll be able to do one of these 2, which at this point I'll move into duelist, which focuses on offensive abilities to the detriment of defense and healing. You can go into anything. You can go into commando. You can go into something that has more on the defense and healing side. But me, I want to go full DPS, which is damage. Just a really exciting world. Fun to explore. The combat's fun and interesting. The combat does vary. Some battles are so remarkably easy that you can just kind of mash the button and just do whatever. Other battles, you have to really watch your rotation of your abilities, heal when appropriate, go into defensive stances if you have them. And you do need to position yourself. Certain abilities that you have will do extra damage if you're attacking from behind, from the side. If you just stand dead center in front of an enemy and fight it, and just stand there, you'll take more damage and you'll do less damage. You'll be less effective than if you move around on the battlefield. As you can see in the lower left there, these are actual comments from people. There is a lot of online multiplayer connectivity. You can play with other players online. There is not local multiplayer co-op, unfortunately, so my wife can't play with me unless she got a Wii and got a copy of the game. Oh, we've got a hostile creature here. This guy's actually gonna attack us. There's a B button prompt that appears during battle. If you hit it right, you get a bonus for doing that. Haven't figured out entirely what it all does. It also we had the same thing in Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii as well. If you do want to go back and play Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii, you actually don't even need a Wii. What you can do is, if you have a fairly decent PC, you can go ahead and grab the Dolphin emulator, get the HLE hack. That's a version specifically for Xenoblade Chronicles because it had a special issue with it. Oh, here's a quest line. Let's go ahead and knock these guys out as part of a quest. I got about 20 quests equipped right now. Set up. Boom! Flame grenade, says Karina Reeves, my favorite voice actress of all time. By far. She's like one of the few voice actresses I know by name. Like, guys, it's just a massive world. A massive world. I don't know what to tell you. There's so much to do in this game. There's so much to keep track of. I legitimately am somewhat confused by the game. Like, one of the faults with this game is it does not do a good job explaining everything to you. It took me a while to figure out that you could upgrade these things known as skills and put them on your character. I didn't even realize at first that there were different classes. I thought it was sort of set like it was in Xenoblade Chronicles. You can choose your class. Unfortunately, one thing they did to censor this game, which seemed like a really strange decision, is Nintendo removed the chest slider for the female characters. So you can't, choose your female character's breast size. It's set. That seemed a strange thing to remove. I've never really heard anyone complain about that in a video game. Like, maybe some people have complained that women's chest was too large, but I've never heard anyone complain that you could customize the size. That just seemed a strange thing to do, a strange way to censor the game for the Western market. The game just recently came out on the 4th. I did pick up the limited edition, collector's edition. I wish I hadn't. The little USB drive that comes with, oh, look at that. Some of the vistas in this game are incredible. It really deserves to be on better hardware because there's some bad texture pop-in and character models and objects load very obviously right in front of your eyes. Like, sometimes if you're running fast in town, you'll stop or you'll keep running and just a character will like just sort of fade in right on top of you. It takes that long at times for the textures to pop in. So it's by far not a flawless game. We're gonna actually head towards our target in just a moment here. We're fiddling right now, doing nothing particularly important, just getting into some combat. But if I can give you my initial recommendations, I would say if you like JRPGs and you don't mind getting something a little different that isn't your standard turn-based fare, I would say that you'll probably find this to be a pretty exciting game. Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, the first title, which, by the way, does not appear to be directly related to this game, at least not at this point. So you don't need to play that game first, don't worry about it. The stories appear to be completely separate. But Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii was my favorite JRPG of that generation, by far. I think it's probably my favorite of all time, which knocks out Xenogears, which had that #1 role in my heart. So let's go ahead and fast travel to the closest location to our target. I am using the Wii U Gamepad to fast travel. There's no other way to do it. Well, the Wii U tablet controller is what I mean. Getting a sip of coffee there. By the way, like I said before, you need the tablet controller. I was looking and looking and look. Oh shoot, level 31. Nah, man, we ain't about that life. We're getting the heck out of here. Run, 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 run! Jump in the water. Hopefully he can't follow us in. Ouch! I'm almost dead. Sometimes enemies can hit you from really far away. The line of sight and actual hitboxes are not meant to be completely accurate. Just be aware of that. Like, you may be what appears to be like 100 feet. Yeah, see? It just hit us even though it's way back there. Look at it. Oh, come on now. It's so big it doesn't even need to swim. That ain't fair. How's that fair? We gotta run. We gotta run and get away from this guy. He's bound and determined to kill us. The cool thing about Xenoblade Chronicles X, and same thing with the previous game, is that you don't have to worry so much about dying. Finally. Because if you do die, it just returns you to like a previous landmark and you don't lose any actual progress. Like, for example, if you leveled up your character and set some skills and upgraded some stuff and bought some equipment, you don't need to redo all that, thank goodness. Oh, this quest requires that it's raining. There is weather in the game. There are night and day cycles, as you're seeing right here. If you look in the direction of the sunset, it can literally be blinding. Like, you lose the, you basically, like, for example, if we were over there behind those mountains, which you can get behind, and you're looking straight into the sun as it sets, it actually kind of blinds you, and you have to pull your camera out and look a different direction in order to see where you're going, which is like real life. One of my least favorite parts about working the midnight shift is when the sun comes up and you're heading eastbound, and you can't see a darn thing except for the sun blaring into your eyes. Let's go ahead and pick another mission real quick. We're probably not going to complete it, as we're almost towards the end of this Fox First Scent. But one of the most fascinating things about this game is that they got all of this on the Wii U's hardware. The Wii U is more powerful than a 360 or PS3. There are rumors going around that it wasn't. That's ridiculous. But I can tell you that the Wii U is the weakest of the 8th gen consoles, and that's no surprise to anybody there. But it's amazing what they've managed to do with this. I'm trying to find this target on the Wii U tablet controller's map. I'm looking and I'm not seeing it anywhere. It gives you a little blue dot to tell you where it is. And I'm actually curious if it's in another... You know what? It's in Oblivia. It's actually in another land, so we're gonna pass on that one for now. Let's see, where's this one? Yeah, that's Noctilim, Primordia. Let's go try this one in Primordia. How about that? There we go. This one's going to be better for us. There are tons of missions to do. There's a lot of stuff to do in this game. Fast travel's super useful and necessary. You get the skells later, which I talked about, which are like your mechs or your gears. They can convert into a vehicle for fast ground travel, and later you actually get the ability to fly with them. So you can fly up into the air and get to areas that you normally couldn't. Let me see if this is the closest to our target. Probably not. I'll try another one. What to say about this game? Guys, there's so much to do. There is so much to do. There's so much to it. I am about, what, how far am I into the game? I'm not 100% sure. You can save anywhere, which is always nice. Unfortunately, unlike Xenoblade Chronicles, it only gives you one save file per game. You can start a different game, but you only have one save file per game. That's a scale right there that belonged to someone else before it was destroyed. So unfortunately, you can't necessarily save different versions of the game in case, you know, something happens and you want to back up to a previous one. We can knock out some of these guys up there in the sky. Come on down, my friends. Now, if you listen to the characters' banter, it's actually useful. It's not just pointless banter. Some of it actually tells you what's happening, And when certain characters say certain things, it's an indicator to you of what you should do or what you can do to get an extra bonus. You can stack up combos, of course, all sorts of things. It's an evolution of the battle system from Xenoblade Chronicles, and in many of the right ways. It's a very satisfying system as well. They're talking about going shopping when we get back to New Los Angeles. That's the name of the city back there. There is a commercial district where they have shops, clothing stores. You can't actually go in those ones, but in the main administrative district where you have your barracks, there's also like an armory where you can buy equipment and armor. You can upgrade them. You can put materials. You can invest materials into companies that make arms so that they can make them faster, so you can unlock new weapons and armors, new abilities for your Skell, again, which is your gear, your mech. Like I said, there's so much to do. It's a massive world. There's a ton, you know, the classes, the arts, the skills, the upgrades, the Collectopedia, the quests, the exploration, the Wii U tablet interface that gives you so many options. There's a lot to do in this game. If you want to play it, you're going to have to get a Wii U. Ultimately, is this worth buying a Wii U for? Well, I bought a Wii U specifically for this game. I bought a Wii U quite a while ago. I also enjoyed titles like Monster Hunter on the system, as well as the HD upscale remake of, oh, there we go, finished a mission. I wanted to finish at least one mission before we completed this. I also played the HD version of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and a couple other games, Bayonetta 2 and whatnot. Is a Wii U worth buying for this? Well, stay tuned for my review. It's coming. It'll take me a while to play through it, but I promise you it's coming. But until then, this has been a Fox First Scent of Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U. I'm Fox as always. If you like this video, even if you don't like it, you can subscribe, give it a thumbs up, post your comments below, and I will see you guys next time.
Shall we? Cheers.